So Max Bateson, Honda 250 Cup rider from Camberley, Surrey. You're watching 5 Minutes with Fletch.
Yeah, so like, how did you first get into racing?
So I sort of started off, I was about 11, 12. So I was a bit later than most other people. So I sort of wasn't allowed to bike when I was younger because I was born with one kidney. So it's sort of my friend down the road sort of did it, and my dad used to do it when he was younger. Then sort of when I got to that age of sort of 12, 13, I got an 85, no, I got a TY Trials bike, 175, just to learn on. Got a 85 Suzuki, and then just sort of went from there really. And then did my first race on an 85 Suzuki with, I think it was Mid Sussex, bit on big wheels. So I started on big wheels.
That's difficult.
And I think it got called off towards the end, or I broke the clutch. But yeah, so I started from there. Then I did Kensworth for big wheels. Then sort of work and school took over. So yeah, so then I sort of had a big gap, and then sort of this year sort of been my main sort of first season on a big bike really. I'm 26 now, so I had a massive gap. But I've always sort of been on and off practicing. So
like when you first got your bike, what were you think when you got it? Were you like, oh my god, I finally got a bike, I can go race?
Yeah.
Or were you like, I'm going to take this and learn?
I was more like petrified when I first got my bike, to be honest. I had to go on a mate 65, and like it just scared the life out of me. So it took quite a while to get used to and like build the confidence. I'd always be quite nervous going out, and then sort of I think it just starts to build confidence and click, and then it's sort of yeah, just trying to enjoy it really. That's the main thing, I think. You know, with the racing as well. You know, try and do as good as you can.
I think like once you've done a race or two, because
Yeah.
did you have much time practicing before you went straight into a race?
To be honest, not really. I sort of just learnt to ride, then sort of got chucked into racing, which in a way I think is it can be a good and a bad thing. Because if you sort of, you know, you're still learning, but it can bring you on further, I think. So
you can almost start and get, this is what it's going to be.
Yeah.
Then you could also be, I don't know how to hit that. I've never done that before.
Yeah. So I think it's a lot to learn, you know, and I think, if anything, you know, you can almost wish, oh, you wish you carried on doing that for longer, because I think if you're racing people a bit quicker than you do pick up on things. Like if someone, like even if you're at practice track, if someone good comes in front of you, you can just see the body position, you can see their entry when they sit, like those key things. I think, they bring you on quite a lot.
Do you think like when you're on the start line, 5 second boards gone, you know the gate's about to drop in a minute.
Yeah.
What do you think? You're like, oh my god, what if I hit the gate? Or you just like, I just need to get out of the start and get out?
I think just getting out mainly. Just obviously, you know, just have a few like superstition things, making sure the bike's in gear and everything, making sure, just trying to get as far over the front and as good as a launch as I can. Then sort of as soon as you sort of get off, I try and like gauge when to sort of shift up, sort of see where I am, have a look over if anyone's going to try and close in kind of thing. But yeah, just mainly just trying to get out, you know.
So like when you're riding, do you keep your mind completely focused on the race, or you one of those riders that just their mind is not even at the racetrack? You're on holiday somewhere at a beach.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think it depends sometimes. Usually with like a practice day or something, like I think your mind can sort of wander. I think if you're really trying to focus on something, then all your focus goes on that. Like if you're thinking, oh, I want to hit that rut, then it kind of does. But I think sometimes if you're flowing nicely and you get it quite nice, you might sort of switch off a bit and just kind of get into the groove a bit.
It's like if it's a track that you ride quite a lot, and you know what to do, you almost just go out there and have a bit of fun. Yeah,
I'd say so. Yeah, if you sort of think, if you go to sort of practice tracks, you kind of know how it's going to cut out, and then it sort of becomes a bit more relaxing. Obviously, you still got to be careful and still try. And then just if it's somewhere new, then I think you're a bit more sort of switched on, a bit more tense. You know, it might be a bit nervous, sort of trying to get and learn it sort of straight away. You know, but yeah.
So, obviously, with this season, how many of the tracks had you ridden before?
So far, none of them. Absolutely none. Foxhills was a massive eye-opener. Like when I first went around there, it was just unbelievable. Like I've been there to watch loads of times, but never ridden it. Oh no, actually tell a lie. I rode that once on big wheels, but it was only half the track.
Yeah.
So apart from that, yeah, they're all new.
So what's been your favourite? Because you obviously had Foxhill,
Yep.
Preston Docks, Landrake,
Yep.
and then this weekend at Brookthorpe.
Honestly, so far, Preston Docks, that new layout was. I honestly would, if it wasn't so far away from me, I'd love to go back there on a practice day, just to have fun. It was on it. I just love that track. I don't know what it was about it. It just felt so sort of quick round there, and it just there's a bit sort of sand, which I kind of preferred to the hard pack. So it was honestly really fun. Like just great weekend that was.
So if you have a muddy race, you can't get speed and you can't get flow. Hard pack, it's really easy to pick up speed. You can't get flow.
Yep.
Whereas sand, it's very easy to get into a flow. You can get your speed. But then you also, it's a lot easier to make mistakes than sand, in my opinion.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's sort of that thing, getting that balance and not trying to sink the front, keep it afloat. I mean, we've got Hawkstone next month, so that's going to be. Yeah, I've always heard that's sort of a man's track, and I haven't actually. Yeah, like I say, I haven't ridden there either. So it'll be. I think that'll be quite an eye opener for sure. But it should be quite good fun. I'm quite looking forward to that one.
So Hawkstone, I've been told, going up the hill's the easy part.
Okay.
It's getting down that's the difficult bit.
Yeah.
So I think the rest of the track's quite nice.
Yeah.
Other than the bomb hole, that's.
Yeah.
You muck up the bomb hole, you've mucked it up.
Yeah. I think it's weird as well. Like you can sort of look at. I think the ruts on the takeoffs, if it does out, that can be quite daunting sometimes. Like you have that worry of cross Ryan.
Yeah.
But I think at Hawkstone you've got to be on it, or else you sink. So it's kind of just. I think you just kind of find your flow and sort of get through it, kind of thing. So.
Hawkstone's deep.
Yeah, that's a proper deep one.
So if there's like one bike, one track for one day, what are you doing?
That's a weird one, really. They're sort of. I'm sort of torn because I've had a go on my mate. Usually has like 125s, 150 sort of two strokes, and I think if it's a really sunny day, like round somewhere like Mildenhall or something, riding a two stroke round there is really fun because you can like hang off of it, have a bit of fun. It's light. And then I suppose I really like the Honda 250s. I've always sort of had Hondas, so yeah. Honestly, I'm happy on that most places, to be fair. But yeah, like I wouldn't mind having like a little go on a 125 on a summer's day around somewhere like Mildenhall. I'd say that's always quite fun.
Thank you for your time.
That's all right, mate. Thank you very much.
That was 5 minutes of Fletch from Max Bateson. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wicked.